Da da da. Mm, 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 mm.
Person with white cane ain't about shit.
Oh, it's Red. My buddy Red. I thought you were at the Diddy parties. What's going on? What's going on here? You shouldn't be here. You should be serving your master. Listen. It's kind of funny what's going on, okay? It's really funny what's going on. Anyway, I got the thumbnail. Well, you know who might be at those Diddy parties? You know who might be at those Diddy parties? Melanie Mac. She might be at these Diddy parties. Well, maybe against her own will, but listen, this is some funny shit that is going on with Melanie Mac. She is getting cooked. Her own fans, her own simps, they're cooking her. And they're cooking her good.
So no invite.
You want to invite? You want to talk about this? You can come on if you want. Give me a second here. Let me start the party. Melanie Mac, yes. I don't even know who's online. I'll send it to a bunch of people if they want to come in. You know. Well, I'll only send it to Red and my buddy, but yeah, Boss Fighter if he wants to come in. But Melanie Mac is getting exposed. What's going on here? How come I don't have the chat open? What's going on? I need the chat open. God damn. I gotta go all the way here. Okay. I have it now. Melanie Mac, Melanie Hack, Melton Hack. Alright. Yeah, Melanie Mac. So she posted a video. Well, what's up, RJ? She posted a video. What did she talk about? What was the video title? Hold on. I was just watching it. I watched the entire thing just so I could talk about it. Not that I'm even sub to Melanie Mac. Melanie Mac is like really boring. And the only reason, listen. Okay, we got Red here. What's up, Red? Might take a second. But Melanie Mac. Goonergate addressed. Oh, we got the Boss Fighter here too. What's up?
Yes, sir.
How's it going, Mom?
Yeah, what's up, guys? What's up? I was just talking about Melanie Mac. I don't know if the Boss Fighter's familiar with Melanie Mac, but I know Red is.
No,
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Okay. Yeah, she's a anti-woke grifter who is getting exposed. She's getting cooked by her own audience right now because about a month ago she was on Twitter talking about a game called The First Descendant. I don't know anything about this game. It's a MMO, I believe. I don't even know. But it had some skimpy girl in some outfit in a thong, and so people were, you know, going, oh, this is what we need in video games. And so she jumped on saying, no, this is perversion, this is degeneracy, we don't need this in video games. And everybody in her corner they were stunned. They were fucking appalled because they're supposed to be championing this kind of stuff. So for her to be against it goes completely against their side. And so people were unsubscribing from her on Twitter and YouTube. They were saying, hey, you're a hypocrite. And now, for whatever reason, a month later, she just decides to reignite this conversation again with a video, a lengthy video, 30 minutes, basically saying she's against this type of stuff. It goes against her religion because she's a Christian and people need to find God in Jesus instead of partaking in this types of degeneracy. And listen, people, like, it's one thing if you don't want to play these types of games, right? And on top of that too, it was a skin. Like, I don't understand why you're getting so upset at a skin in a mature rated game. People could choose to do whatever they want, but for whatever reason, she is deciding.
The Superman trailer and the whole video was
Hold on.
saying it looks like there's
No,
no
you're
guy
good.
or wokeness guys. That's
There's
not
not woke.
true.
Yeah, that's not an analysis. I agree, RJ. She, like, her whole thing. I mean, if you go through her content, it's just, is this woke? She's talking about Tomb Raider. Her whole thing is about Tomb Raider, even when she was quote unquote woke, because that's one thing. She says that people, she's not ashamed of her past, and she lets people know that, oh yeah, I was supporting LGBT community, and I was on the woke side, and now I found Christ, and now I'm totally against that degeneracy. But yet she removes videos from these old 6-year-old videos of her basically shilling for Tomb Raider. Right, she did a whole let's play of Shadow of the Tomb Raider, which is by far one of the worst in the new trilogy, and she said it was the best. And now she goes back on her word, and she's saying, "Oh, I never liked the new trilogy." Bullshit. So I never liked Melanie Mac. She is a total fraud. She was a fraud from the beginning, and she just a couple years ago resurfaced as some anti-woke person. Because it's making money. We all know that, and it makes money. So now people are finally waking up. They're smelling the fucking coffee and being like, wait a minute. How are you shitting on this game, but yet 8 months ago, you were hyping up Stellar Blade? She was hyping up Stellar Blade. She said this is the type of stuff we need in video games.
Just boring to listen
Right,
to.
okay.
So, if you're shitting on this game, The Last Descendant, for having a thong, how can you then not go against Stellar Blade, which has the exact same shit, if not worse?
Stellar Blade's insane. Stellar Blade's fucking great. The shit you can get away with in that game, because I just played it.
Yeah,
Like,
I
you
mean,
can basically make the main character naked.
yeah. So people are pointing that out, and for whatever reason, she just,
Yeah.
I don't know, she never acknowledged that point. People are pointing out that, hey, they're putting Bible verses in her comment section saying, hey, you're a hypocrite. People are going off. People are like, there's nothing wrong with this, and yeah, she's a crazy loon. We've said this before. I've said this before when we were on Tony's stream. We talked about how she was an absolute crazy idiot. She is boring. She has some of the worst takes. And then also in this video, she says, if I have to abandon this this channel because people are turning on me, then I'll just go and make Bible videos. Okay, good luck.
What the fuck? What do you mean?
Yeah, because she's like, at this point, I think she sees the writing on the wall. She just created a massive divide within her audience. I mean, if I don't have the, I can't see the dislikes, but I wouldn't be surprised if that has a crazy amount of dislikes.
Oh, you could probably get an extension for that
Yeah.
if you're really curious.
Yeah, I am curious to see what the dislikes are. Oh, I died here. Hold on, let me turn this down because I don't need to hear the game. Okay. Yeah, so I don't understand. First off, one, I don't understand the people in her audience who were defending her for the last couple of years. She's been a hypocrite from the beginning. So it's just funny. Like, you could read some of these comments too. People are just going off. One comment here says, there is one thing that I hate more than woke people. It's holier than thou religious people. And it's like,
Yeah. That's fair.
Melanie Mac has made her whole new resurgence, whatever you want to call it, being about that she's a Christian, born again Christian. Which, by the way, those are always like the worst people in my opinion. Like, they always annoy me because it's like, it's never about, hey, I'm changing my ways. It's like, oh, everybody else, they got issues, and it's like, just focus on yourself. You know what I mean? Like, you can't change other people, and let people do whatever they want. I mean, video games has been ridiculed for the last couple of decades by religious people because it's, it goes against, I don't know, all types of different stuff. You guys all know what I'm talking about, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, this is an example of her, the same thing that people would say in the past. Oh, these characters are too sexual or whatever it is, right? Pokemon is for demons or whatever. Like, they would say all types of crazy things. And it's like, wait a minute. If you're trying to champion gaming, is this really a good route to do this? I don't think so. I don't think this is going to help her at all. People are saying they're unsubscribing. Which is finally, like, when are people going to wake up on some of these people that they are absolute clowns? They don't have the audience's best interests. The audience says that they only care about good games. So it's like, why do you guys go after these quote-unquote anti-woke grifters who, in all honesty, they don't have your best interest. They're lying to you flat out, and they just want your money. She was getting a ton of money. And it's funny too, right? Because she's talking about how it's all sexual perversions, but yet she stands there I mean, like, what she's wearing, there's no way a Christian woman would wear that. She has her tattoo showing. She's in complete dark makeup. It's like, if we're gonna judge you based on what you are or trying to, like, I'm sucking here, by the way, and talking. But if you're trying to make us believe that you're this holier than thou person, that you're a complete Christian, I mean, people are gonna start judging you and what you do, right? People are gonna be like, hey, should you be dressed up that way? Should you be having tattoos like that? Shouldn't you get your tattoos removed? Now, I'm not saying that she should do all of that. I don't care. But I just think it's really funny when these people open this door, because now people are going to come after you. And they're going to start questioning you. Right? The same thing that you taught them to do about the other side, the woke people, they're going to now do it to you. So I have no sympathy whatsoever for Melanie Mac. And, I mean, to be honest, I don't even care that much about seeing, like, some girl in a thong in a video game. I don't care. It's funny, but I'm not like some of these weirdos where it's like, oh, if it's not in the game, I'm going to lose my mind. I really don't care. But yeah, what's your guys' thoughts on this? I've been talking a long time.
So my first thing is, she's a very big Bible bitch.
Yeah.
Well, in her own Bible, it says in Timothy 2:12, that I do not permit a woman to teach or exercise authority over a man. Rather, she is to remain quiet.
Damn.
That just destroys her alone.
Yeah, oh man. Don't bring that up, because I think she has a rebuttal to that same argument, by the way. Because I think she's said that before on LolCal Live. People were bringing it up, like, why we should listen to her. And then she was trying to, like, say that, oh, that verse was, it's misinterpreted or something like that, and all types of different stuff. She says that a lot. She always likes to go, like, when people bring up, like, problematic verses or things that they don't agree with, she always goes, oh, it was written, it was written out of context, or it's taken out of context, and you guys don't understand what's going on. So she likes to do that a lot. Okay, let's get this here. Yeah, but what else?
What are your thoughts on it?
Oh, boss fighter?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry, man. I'm fighting like fucking Eggman and Sonic. Like,
no, it's okay.
I'm locked in, man. If you give me 5 minutes, I'll let you guys know. Hold up.
Okay.
This is a rough boss.
Yeah, I was playing and I wasn't even really playing because I was talking and standing there and just like absorbing fucking bullets. But yeah, I just think it's funny. And she made this 30-minute video like talking in circles. Like, honestly, it could have just been a 5-minute video just saying like, I stand behind my beliefs. Like, that's fine. Like, you have your opinion, but like, just so you know, the people in your audience that you cultivated do not agree with you one bit. One bit, they don't agree with you. So when this backfires and now you've pretty much lost your audience, the only person that you should blame is yourself. And I hope this continues to happen to some of these fraudsters, these people who they really think that the audience cares about what they're saying, right? But it's like, no, they only care that you're pushing this fucking message, this, oh, everything is woke, everything is terrible, yada yada yada. There's no type of critical thinking, there's nothing involved. It's just, let's just say this is woke, this is DEI, there's all this bullshit, and you know, the audience loves hearing that, feeds their egos.
Care to be validated.
Yeah, they only care to be validated. So it's funny when she comes out now thinking, oh, I have this, you know, quarter of a million sub channel. People really are there for my opinion. And it turns out, no, they're there to hear what they want to hear. They don't want to hear your opinion. They want you to validate theirs. So I just think it's funny. I just think it's funny, and there's a couple of these people, you know, people that we've already sniffed out. Smash JT. Smash JT's another person I'm hoping people wake up and realize, oh yeah, Smash JT has always been a fucking fraud. Okay, it doesn't matter what topic or arena he's in. He's literally there just to build up an audience, lie to them, straight up bold-faced lie to them, and try to make money. That's really it. And this is the thing. There's nothing wrong with coming on YouTube making money, but it's when you lie to your fucking audience. That's when I think people need to be held accountable. People need to be called out. You're lying to them. You're not telling them the truth. You're not trying to be objective, or at least try to be critical and be like, hey, listen, you know, this is just my opinion, but, you know, promote something else, right? Promote a different perspective. But no, it's not that. And also, too, they feed them lies, straight up lies, things that are not even true, factually not true. So this is why I'm like, I find it funny. I find it hilarious that she's getting cooked. Deserved.
Yeah, it is deserved.
And I do
Especially
wonder who's
since-
next.
How old is she? She's got to be 40 by now,
She's
right?
40 now. She's going to be 40
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah. So, has she been divorced once or twice? I know she's been
I
divorced
think she's
at least
been
once.
at least once. That's all I know. And that's like, the rumor is like that divorce obviously caused some problems, and she's this born again Christian. Since like the last 2 years. And when you go back and watch her older content again, you could just tell, like, okay, she's chilling and, you know, like, she's excited, whatever, okay, it's harmless, whatever. But then it's like something happened to her that just made her snap. Like, that's really it. I don't know if it was the divorce. I don't know if it's something else. This is all just speculation. But something clearly happened in her life, and now she's, okay, if you're, you know, giving yourself up to Jesus and Christ, okay, I don't, you know, I'm not going to hold it against you, but if you're going to come on the internet now and try to mingle in all these different communities, it doesn't even make sense. And you know what's funny too? There was another instance of her, like, people pointing out that the stuff that she consumes is not very Christian friendly, right? But yet she believes that it is, right? So I'm not familiar with, you know, she likes these kind of like alt emo bands. And one of the bands that she was like very interested in for the last like 10 years, she said, oh, they have like devil lyrics. And people are like, you're only now discovering that it has devil lyrics and that they make fun of Jesus and all this stuff. And so people are pointing that out. Yeah, emo bands. Yeah, a Christian woman listening to emo bands and thinking that it's like safe, like Christian friendly.
Mention the stick of Irish butter lol.
I thought you were going to mention the stick. I don't even know what you're talking about there. The stick of butter? No, I don't know about that. I just know that it was on Twitter. She was like, people were arguing with her and saying like, duh. I think that post that she made, that must have like gone viral because the people who were attacking her were not in her fan base. They were just like people like, oh, wait a minute, you're a fan of this band, but yet
Like a Snickers bar.
she's eating oh, jeez. I don't know how anybody could do that. That's nasty. Okay, you know what? That's disgusting. But yeah, so she's there's just certain things like people are pointing out like, hey, Lara Croft is, you know, a sexualized character. At least that's the way that you want the character to be depicted. So it's just kind of weird that now you're changing your tune, and I don't really understand her opinion in all honesty. It's like, okay, people want attractive characters, but when they really say that, they're also saying they want, you know, the boob jiggle, they want the ass and all this different stuff in the game. That's what majority of these people are saying, and they make it pretty clear. So, you know, it's not a secret. I mean, that's why they were hyping up Stellar Blade. Like, I mean, Stellar Blade could be a good game, but all I knew about the game was that people were saying, oh, this is going against the anti-woke crowd because Eve is sexy, and we can see her boobs.
Trans character model is too ugly and need to be more female.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, Stellar Blade is fucking amazing, by the way. Like, honestly, if I played that last year, that probably would have been my game of the year. Like, it was
Right.
incredible. It was amazing. Holy shit. But no, that game is sexualized to a crazy level. Every single character in that game is like so obnoxiously sexualized, like the
Right.
biggest ass titties you've seen on a character model. Which I haven't got a problem with it. It's like part of the game's identity, but like, good lord, man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if that's part of the game's identity, why didn't she call it out before? Or why didn't she make her stance clear instead of misleading her audience? That's something that, I mean, why hasn't she addressed that? She's saying I'm a Christian, but it's like there's people who are Christians and they're like, I don't really have a problem with this type of content. I just ignore it, or I just, you know, it's not for me. But she's the one who's making a stand and saying, if you watch this stuff, you're a gooner, you're a loser, you're this type of stuff. Which, I mean, I don't even know, right? Like, there's all types of weird stuff that happens in these communities. I mean, look at Marvel Rivals, the mods that people had for that game, for this game.
Oh, is it crazy?
Yeah, people were turning the characters nude and doing all types of crazy stuff, right?
Yeah.
And also, by the way, I don't know if she was complaining about the Sue Storm suit. The what's the evil version of Sue called? I forget. Malice. And so, which is the thumbnail, by the way. I made this thumbnail way before this even started, so it's kind of funny. But yeah, that's why I was like, you know what? I should keep it. I'm not even these kind of people.
Remember, new mods
Is
are
that for the
always the
stream fund,
gateway to innovation.
The new mods are a gateway to innovation. Yeah, what were you saying, Boss Fighter?
PC
I was just saying, is
mods
that for the
has
stream
proven this
thumbnail?
time and
Yeah,
time
for the
again.
stream thumbnail.
Alright, I'm with you, okay.
Yeah, I just thought it would be funny. I also had one with Venom, so I'll use that next time.
Yeah, dope.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. But yeah, so I guess that's really gonna be it. I haven't seen any more bullshit from these anti-woke people. We'll have to look at all these people, man, because I feel like they're all clowns that deserve to get called out.
Babies for game. Create software
How do you
to
mean?
do
Like,
so.
can you name me like
Yeah,
some
pretty
example?
much.
I'm not that in tune with like that community or like that side of like the drama, you know?
Yeah.
I know about Boogie. I know about the local stars because I love that podcast so much, man. Like, ironically,
Yeah, I mean, I haven't
I love
been
watching the Boogie
watching.
breakdowns. And shit. Like, you kind of turned me into a Boogie fan when you're like,
Oh,
you had
man.
like Boogie arc.
Yeah, Boogie's a weird guy.
It's fucking. I didn't know the rabbit hole went that deep. That is crazy.
Yeah,
The
it's
fucking cancer like claims the
it's like 15 years worth of. Oh, King Cobra. Oh man, King Cobra. I don't know, man. He's like
who's that guy?
He's another lolcow. Like, he's just a weirdo. Like, I watched the documentary on him. He's not as interesting in my opinion. He's just like a freak. Like, that's really it. He's a freak. You know, he says some freak. Yeah, yeah, but he's still a freaky, nasty dude. I mean, there's a ton of these dudes that are like lolcow status, but like no one really talks about it. Actually, you know, speaking of lolcowness, one night I was talking about the comic book lolcow because this guy is a piece of shit. Guy's a piece of work. And I don't know if RJ's still here, but this guy, fuck, I found this guy's account. This guy, his name's Andre, one of the biggest Zack Snyder shills. Terrible dude, man. Just an absolute fucking scumbag all around. I remember a couple of people. Andre, his name's Andre. You remember that guy? He was like a Zack Snyder shill, and he's like, Saggy used to talk about him. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, that guy. That guy's absolutely fucking batshit nutty, bro. Holy hell. And I was trying to look for his account because I'm like, this guy is a lolcow. Like, I don't know why no one talks about him. Like, he's so insanely unhinged. And then on top of that, too, he's a PDF file. Like, holy shit. Like, and he just sits there every fucking day talking about, what, DC and fucking Zack Snyder? It's insane, man. Some of these people, the Zack Snyder group of people need to be bulked in to being lolcows, in all honesty, because it's just like, oh my god, these people, man. But yeah, there's all different types of lolcows out there, man. They're in the wild. People gotta, I don't know if it's really worth making content on these people because they're just so deranged and unhinged. These are also dangerous people, so I'm sucking here.
Did they go crazy when Zack Snyder took a picture with James Gunn not too long ago?
Yeah, he's insane.
Yeah, he is insane, RJ. That guy's fucking nuts. Holy hell.
He hates everyone and stalks everyone.
Yeah. It's not like have a job or something, because it's like he just gets around where then you end up hearing about this guy and then you watch his content. He's not a Snyder fan. Bruh. Oh my god. I remember like he was a Zack Snyder fan. He was like always talking about Ben Affleck and like they should bring back Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill. So I just assumed he was a Snyder fan. That's crazy. Oh, I died here. Doing terrible. Doing really bad. But yeah. By the way, today is January 15th and there's no Switch 2. No tease, no nothing of a Switch 2.
There's supposed to be something announced today.
Well, the rumor was that it was going to be announced, like they were going to announce the announcement. He hates Nolan and Patterson. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised by that. But yeah, this that it was going to come out, or they were going to reveal it on Friday. It's either Friday or tomorrow. Give it another... Nah. The teaser for... You think they'll just, like, tease the console and show us the hardware and then that's it? Maybe. And there's not even, like, a full-blown reveal. Just a teaser. Maybe. What's up, Sideways? I lost, by the way. Did really bad. Let's back out of here. Let's see. There's some stuff I want to do here.
No, they're going to announce that the announcement is tomorrow.
Oh, they're going to announce the announcement tomorrow. Well, let's see. Let's see if that really does happen. Because at this point...
Trust in Nate the Hate. They're gonna upload a tweet in 2 hours, just wait.
Is that what Nate the Hate said? I did see Spider-Man 2 suit for Marvel Rivals. That's pretty interesting. I wasn't expecting it because I thought PlayStation would probably not want to do a skin, but I mean, doesn't that mean you can buy the skin and play it on Xbox? That'd be pretty funny. That'd be pretty funny if you could do that. I'm hoping, I don't think they will do this, but it would be nice if Daredevil, the character, came out in Marvel Rivals for the fourth season. That's probably not going to happen.
He's gotta.
Because they've leaked a ton of characters. Like, we know Blade and Ultron are definitely ready because there's models and we can see all their kit, you know, all their attacks and all that different stuff. So I mean, I want those characters, but if they just surprise us with Daredevil, despite all the leaks, that would be pretty nice.
Didn't the trailer got revealed today, right? Something like that.
Yes, the trailer dropped for Daredevil, and it was great.
How do you feel about it? Oh, it was good.
Great.
Oh, sweet.
I hope the show lives up to expectations because, I mean, they did reshoot the entire show because it was going to be a reboot of the Netflix series, and they were going to do their own canon, but then that probably backfired. They probably didn't like it, and so they decided to scrap that after the strikes and reshoot it.
Yeah,
Daredevil Born Again right now, I'm sorry to say, but I'm thinking this, you know, if I'm gonna make some crazy predictions that maybe never live up to expectations, but I think this might be the best comic book show this year. Yes, sorry Peacemaker. But because this trailer looked really good. Punisher, Muse. We also got a glimpse at Kingpin's son, so I'm interested to see what they do with him. And he's played by James, what's his name?
James Gandolfini.
Yeah, his son. So I'm interested to see him in this show and see what they do. Because I mean, his son, I think it's what is it? Richard? What's Kingpin's son's name? And he's got the purple mask.
I forgot.
Richard Fisk, not the purple mask. Yeah, he does have the purple mask. Never mind, I'm seeing it here. Yeah, the purple mask and stuff. Yeah, yeah, the son of the Kingpin, the Rose. So I'm interested to see like what they do with him. There's also rumors that Echo's gonna be in the show for a little bit. I mean, I didn't like the Echo show. I still like Echo in the comics, so I'm kind of like interested to see what they do with that. I also believe they teased Luke Cage in the trailer. There was something in the background that was like a passage that referenced Luke Cage. And it's kind of interesting because the show is setting up Kingpin as the mayor of New York. Mm-hmm. But currently, in the comics, currently the mayor is Luke Cage, and he comes after the whole event of Devil's Reign. So maybe in a future season, if Wilson Fisk is still mayor, maybe he could get pushed out and Luke Cage decides to run for mayor. That would be interesting. Because yeah, Marvel doesn't seem like they're doing anything with Luke Cage, which kind of sucks in my opinion. I also have a feeling, you know, there's been conversations too if they would do or give us a new Iron Fist instead of doing Danny Rand. So I'm curious to see if they do all of that. Let me see what Sideways said here. MCU 20. I'm looking forward to Daredevil, Fantastic Four. Wait and see with Captain America, Ironheart, Wonder Man, Thunderbolts. I mean, I've said this on Aaron's stream. I'm only really judging Marvel on Daredevil and Fantastic Four, because those other series I don't have much faith in, or movies. I'm not as interested compared to Daredevil and Fantastic Four, and I feel like Daredevil and Fantastic Four is going to be what makes Marvel, you know, actually have the better year. I think if they just had Daredevil and Fantastic Four and they were great, Marvel would be in a way better position. Like, they would be riding off of Deadpool and Wolverine successfully. But we're not going to be getting that. So
This is Daredevil and Fantastic Four year.
yeah,
I'm not interested at all in Captain America or Thunderbolts or Wonder Man.
yeah. I mean,
I
Wonder
can give
Man, I'll
two
see a
shits.
trailer for that. It could be interesting. I like the premise of it. Obviously, it's kind of like a departure from the comics, even though it seems like they're still going to keep some elements of the character. Like we are going to see the Grim Reaper. So I'm curious to see what they do with that. Thunderbolts, I've already said, I've already kind of made up my mind. I don't like this incarnation of the Thunderbolts. I think it was a waste, in all honesty. And if it is true that they are the Dark Avengers going into Doomsday, I mean, it is what it is. I've said this countless times. I think they should have just either done the Dark Avengers. The lineup should have just been evil or mirrored versions of the original six. I mean, they already have a few of them. They could probably tweak some characters. Like I was saying, Hercules was kind of a villain when he first started off, and then, you know, he went into being a hero. So maybe you could have Hercules be like a mirror to Thor. You could have Bullseye as Hawkeye. The only problem I would think is who would play Iron Man. Like, would I would personally want Norman Osborn, but I mean Sony owns Norman Osborn, so I don't see that happening. But
Yeah, that's probably not going to be possible.
yeah, I feel like if they did own the rights to Spider-Man, I think it would have just been the Dark Avengers. That's just my personal opinion. But yeah, I think overall,
Hammer as Iron Patriot.
yeah, I was gonna say the other person would have been Justin Hammer, because that's a character who they've kind of mentioned recently, but it's like, yeah, he's not involved with anything. So I mean, he could be a mirror to Iron Man for sure. And then you could either have Abomination or Red Hulk. You know, Red Hulk was on the Mercenary Thunderbolt team, like from the Marvel Now era. So, and that was like Deadpool, Elektra, Venom, Punisher. So, I mean, I would have even taken that version of the Thunderbolts, but this version, I just think it's like too many characters that are similar to each other. They all kind of like blend together.
Like,
So
like half of them are Captain America clones, basically.
yeah, I don't like that. If there was more variety, I would have been more like for it. But I mean, the movie could still be good. I'm just not liking the team. That's really it. And the only reason I would be interested in the movie is to see what they do with Sentry. That's really it. And I have a feeling it's just going to be Suicide Squad, repeat of Suicide Squad. The first
that's
Suicide
what
Squad.
I think they're gonna fuck up Sentry.
Yeah.
Sentry.
Sentry is like, I mean, Marvel has a lot of Superman clones, but I guess he would fit under that. But I mean,
He's probably, in my opinion, Sentry is probably the least like Superman in terms of their Superman clones.
yeah, yeah. But I mean, the thing is, Marvel for sure, I could see them turning it into evil Iron Man or evil Superman. Because of his split personality, yeah. So I was even saying that because the original casting was Steven Yeun.
Steven Yeun.
Yeah, and so I was the one saying before, I was like, oh, they're literally just going to make him evil Invincible. That's literally what that's
Yeah.
going to be, right? And
I'm sure that's what their plan was.
yeah, and it didn't fucking work, right? Because they're going to make him all nice and shit, and he's like this friendly guy, and then he has a split personality. A lot of characters in Marvel have split personalities. I feel like it's going to be kind of weird. Like, for sure now, I don't see Marvel doing anything with Adam Warlock. I don't see that happening. I don't even know if Adam Warlock will be in the new Avengers movies. Like, maybe? I mean, it really depends. Like, if they're going to have Star-Lord, like, we all assume Star-Lord would be in it, so maybe they would bring in Adam Warlock. I don't know. It seems kind of a bit messy with the characters, like of who they would pick, because there's a ton of characters that could be on the Avengers or in the two Avengers movies, but like who's really going to get the most amount of screen time? That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we'll have to see about that.
I mean, I hope it's good because I'm actually quite excited for that Thunderbolts movie. Like, strangely, I don't know, it wasn't as bad as I was expecting. I thought the trailer was going to be way worse.
Yeah,
So
I
who
mean,
knows?
yeah, I mean, for most people, again, they don't have the attachment to what was in the comic, and
Oh.
I just felt like the premise of the Thunderbolts in the comics is more interesting than what the movie is presenting, and so that's really been my gripe with it. Yeah, but I can understand if like people see it and be like, "Oh, this actually looks pretty fun," or whatever it is, right? Um, that's just kind of like my personal gripe with it.
Oh, so do you think it's going to be like a bad adaptation?
Well, it already is right out of the gate a bad adaptation.
Yeah.
Because it's the premise that they have is basically like Suicide Squad, and the Thunderbolts is not really Suicide Squad. I mean, the thing is, right, the Thunderbolts in the comics is so all over the place, and that's a reason why they probably went this route. But the original Thunderbolts were a replacement for the Avengers, because at the time the Avengers were gone. This was in the 90s. And what it actually was, they were the masters of evil disguised as superheroes. And so that was the premise. The premise was villains pretending to be superheroes. And on the team, they did have Hawkeye on the team. And Hawkeye kind of found out, oh shit, this is like Baron Zemo and his crew. And so that would have made for a more interesting movie. And that's why later on in the comics, what they did was they had the Dark Avengers, which was sort of eventually folded into the Thunderbolts run, right? Like if you look up the volume of Thunderbolts, it would have the Dark Avengers under it, or the different volumes, right? So that was also a route that they could have gone. So there's like different ways of adapting this team. Then we, as I was saying, there's also a mercenary team with Red Hulk, Punisher, Venom, Deadpool, Elektra, and they were all kind of like a mercenary team, and they were called the Thunderbolts. So again, just a lot of different incarnations of them, and then there's more modern ones after that, even because that's been like 10 years ago now. So we'll see. I mean, it could be a good movie. Captain America, I don't know. You know, there's all these rumors that it's not a good movie. I'm still going to watch it. I kind of want to not look at reviews or see a Rotten Tomato score now when I go into these movies. So the first movie I'm trying to do that with is Wolfman. I'm just going to like straight up ignore it and just go blind. It's hard, but I'm trying to like wipe pretty much like and like I just don't want to see the score at all. Like I want to watch the movie and have my own opinion. If it's
You'll
bad,
probably enjoy it a lot more too, because you're not going in with any like preconceived,
perception.
expectations. Yeah, sorry, it's late. So,
Nah, it's alright.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be a lot easier if you just go in and just enjoy the movie instead of like trying to critique it. You know.
Yeah, I mean that kind of happened with Invisible Man, because it's the same director, and so I was like, I wanted to like Invisible Man because the reviews were pretty good, but then I didn't like it, so I'm just kind of like gonna just go in blind. Pun not intended. What's funny that I was introduced to Hyperion and the Squadron Supreme in Avengers Assemble. Okay, that's interesting. They were in Avengers Assemble.
I did not watch that show. I'm still fucking mad.
That show was very or Mightiest Heroes, I should say. Earth Mightiest Heroes. Yeah, that lineup could definitely fit. Yellow, like, but who would be Yellow Jacket? I'm kind of curious about that. Because I would have also, I was saying too that what the MCU should have done, that could have been interesting, was have, right, because he was Spider-Man on the Dark Avengers with the symbiote suit. So that would be a pretty cool idea to introduce a symbiote, and potentially have the MCU Venom. Rock is not in the MCU, but now that the Venom movies are done, it seems like they might as well just have an MCU version of Eddie Brock. You know, you might as well at this point. So, by the way, my internet is fucking up because, like, I'm glitching all over the place. I don't know what's going on there. Ro just standing here with the fucking... Yeah, you see that? Oh. Damn. What else have I been looking at? I mean, I've been reading some comics. I'm talking about Marvel and stuff. But I was mostly DC, though. Been mostly reading DC. Yeah, there was. There's a guy who made an entire video about season 3 and 4 of Earth's Mightiest Heroes. It was just sort of like premises. There weren't like scripts. And then I think the artist too like had like a couple of ideas. One idea I would have loved to see, because Marvel has never they've never done anything with this character in like 30 years. I would have to look it up and see, but I was always interested in this character, the Omega the Unknown. Like Marvel just doesn't use that character at all, even though we had a couple of solo series. It could be that he was killed off, but I don't know. It just seems like a character that would kind of be interesting to reintroduce, like modernize him. And so he was like one of the premises that they had for Earth's Mightiest Heroes, and I was like, oh shit, that would have been interesting to see. They were throwing out a lot of like obscure characters too, like Rom the Space Knight. That's another character. I think there was like some problems with the rights. I mean, I also would have liked to see maybe like, is it the Micronauts? Those characters. That's again a rights issue character, because they're owned by Hasbro. But you know, I feel like sometimes Marvel doesn't know what to do with some of these obscure characters, and so they just leave them to the waste instead of like integrating them into the like the more modern universe. So yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, it's Marvel. Marvel always does some weird shit. DC, on the other hand, I feel like they like right now in DC Comics, they have the Challengers of the Unknown. So that's a pretty obscure characters to have as a ongoing series. So it's like, you know, I wish they did more obscure characters. That's why I was hoping, and I know people don't like Tom King, but Tom King at Marvel would have been interesting, because I feel like he would have brought back some obscure characters. Maybe people would have never liked it, but it still could have been interesting. So yeah, it is what it is. But there was one Batman comic that came out recently that was actually really good. It's called Batman Dark Patterns. It's only like 2 issues in, but it's a pretty interesting mystery. So if you like dark gothic Batman, more early days Batman, like a year 2 Batman, it seems like, I would definitely read this comic because it's really good. The mystery of it, the main villain right now is, I believe it's called Agony. Really disturbing looking character. And the whole mystery itself is really interesting, so I won't go too in depth, but I would definitely check that out, because I'm pretty sure people are going to be talking about it once it's all finished. But yeah, I don't think there was anything else with Marvel and DC recently. Was there? Let me go check.
Honestly, I've like I don't know, I've kind of lost interest in like Marvel and DC a little bit as of late. I mean, it's just it's the Batman 2 delays, man. Like, if they stop delaying that movie, I might give a shit.
Damn, yeah. I
It's
mean,
like,
yeah,
man, I remember seeing your post. It was like 2020. What's it? 2027 or 8 now?
Yeah, 2027.
7. Oh, holy shit.
Yeah.
That's like the end of the year too, right?
Yeah, October.
Um,
Yeah.
that's a long
Yeah.
wait.
It was a long ass wait.
It better be good. Like, I swear to God, if that film's shitty.
I I I don't think it's gonna be bad. There's no way that movie would be bad. Um,
No.
it's. I mean, they've already proven themselves. You saw Penguin, right?
Uh, so me and my mom, we were gonna watch it, but we ended up
Oh,
watching
right.
Squid Game 2 instead.
Oh, okay. I haven't watched Squid Game 2 yet.
Oh, it's incredible, man.
Yeah, I heard it's pretty good. Actually, there's like they had a character in the show that they based on Thanos. I thought that was pretty funny. And he even has like
Yeah.
the finger paint of the Infinity Gem, so I thought that was pretty funny. I'll watch
Yeah, they
it.
made tons of like jokes about it. Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
It's really good. Like, it's exceptional.
Yeah, I
show.
did like
really
the
like it.
like right now it's just that I was watching Sopranos, so
Oh,
I
yeah.
was like, oh, I'll get around to it because I believe there's like a rumor saying that season 3 is gonna come out in June.
Oh, no, it is. It's not a rumor.
Oh, it's not a rumor? Okay. Yeah, June.
Oh, no. Oh, I thought you meant season 3 in general. Like, no, no, season 3.
Yeah, season 3, because they filmed them back to back, so that's why I was like, oh, maybe I'll just watch it later. Because I haven't been spoiled for that. Yeah, Sopranos is really good. Like, I haven't finished it yet, but I'm like, this is like my favorite TV show of all time because it's so rich, like the characters and everything. Like, it's just an amazing show. Like, it's funny because it's like there's not a lot of like action or anything like that. It's just really just character drama, and it's so good. But yeah, I wanted to see. Anthony was saying still no announcement for Switch. I guess it was a lie from Nate. Yeah, RJ was just talking about that. Nate the Hate. Like, here's the thing, right? Nate the Hate does have a pretty good track record, but I feel like sometimes
You missed out on the decade-long YouTube clips comments lol.
RJ's still saying give it another hour. Give it another hour. Listen, if they show it, because the rumor of the Switch 2 was that it was just going to be the hardware, no software, which I said, I think it was like a couple of streams ago, or maybe on Aaron's stream, I said like, at this point, unless they show us like some features of the hardware, I'm not that interested. Yeah, maybe it's like next week, maybe the Switch 2. I always had a feeling the Switch 2 was not coming out until like late this year. Because I feel like if it was coming out early this year, we would have known about it. You know, like I would be shocked if they just say the Switch 2 is coming out in March. Like that seems like a massive.
There's no fucking way it comes out in March.
No, I don't believe that for a second. And on top of that too, one of the rumors that people seem to like ignore that has never resurfaced was that Nintendo had issues with the software that they were going to put out with the Switch 2. So nobody has brought that up again for some reason in these rumors. They haven't mentioned what games are coming out for the Switch 2. We don't, like, sure, it's like third-party games, Gotham Knights, Assassin's Creed. I don't care about those games. First-party games, no clue. We have no clue. We could just assume there's going to be a new Mario game because it's fucking Nintendo. They're going to release a Mario game regardless. But the fact that we don't even have, like, a sniff, a hint, nothing. No one has even, like, alluded to anything. That makes me really concerned. And it makes me think this Switch 2 is not coming out for quite some time. It just can't. What did 56K warning here say? He said, you missed out on the decade-long YouTube clips comments. I don't even know about that. YouTube clips are gold until HBO flagged them. That's crazy. Oh, like clips from the show. Okay, I thought you meant like edited versions.
They said there would be an announcement before March.
Yeah, they did say that.
Nintendo, I mean.
Yeah, they said there was going to be an announcement. Like, this is what the people in the subreddit, right? This is why I don't comment on Reddit, because people are fucking idiots. Nintendo themselves said they're not going to Well, it's not that they're not going to, but they said they're going to announce the Switch. They're not going to release the Switch before the end of the quarter or before the end of the fiscal year. They just said they're going to announce it. So anywhere from now to March, they're going to announce it. I don't doubt that. Because again, we don't know what their plan is for the rest of the year. Nintendo always announced something at the start of the year to make us know, right? So I don't know why people are believing these rumors that, oh, it's gonna come out the first week of March. Like, I don't believe that. I really truly do not believe that. I don't care what credible person says that. It's not true. And nobody credible is saying that. Why would Nintendo market a console, a brand new console, with only a month? No.
Yep.
That would never freaking happen. They're gonna hype it up. There's gonna be posters everywhere. There's gonna be massive marketing. They're gonna have, this is gonna be a big deal for them. I think it's not gonna take a whole year to release, but at least 6 months. At least 6 months. So if they announce it now and it comes out in June or July, okay, that makes more sense. But March, hell no.
I don't even care for the Switch 2, but I'm going to buy them to keep them sealed.
if they were to
Keep them
announce it,
sealed.
let's say tomorrow. If they announce it tomorrow, at earliest they're releasing it in May.
Yeah.
At absolute earliest.
Yeah, they would have to. If they listen, let's just say these fucking bullshit rumors are true. In all honesty, I think the Switch 2 will have. I think in the beginning, if that does happen, there's gonna be some confusion. That to me spells Wii U territory, because I think even the leaks from what we're seeing with the Switch, and this is why I say I'm more concerned about the games. I don't know why people are so concerned about the hardware, because the Switch is not going to be some PS5 competitor. It may have games that are from the PS5 generation on it, but this is not competing with PlayStation in terms of hardware. It's a handheld. How could it? If they could, it would be way too expensive. I mean, people have to be realistic. So it being a PlayStation 5 Pro under that in terms of power, okay, I can believe that. That kind of makes some sense. Then you add DLSS if it's 3, because that's the rumor. Then okay, yeah, you could get up to 4K with that. But again, the hardware for Switch, it doesn't matter. The Switch could be a fucking potato. Okay, it could be a fucking potato. Why am I gay? Why are you gay, Tony? Aren't you gay, Tony? No, I'm joking. Aren't you streaming?
Speaking of gay, Tony is here.
I thought Tony was streaming about Eric July.
No, I think
Post
today
July.
he's streaming about Dick Masterson and Ethan Ralph not being friends anymore.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that. But isn't it just because Ethan Ralph just flipped? I mean, he's always, it's Ethan Ralph. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I did hear about that, and he was like trying to fight Vito or something like that, and
Tomorrow,
it's pretty
I
funny.
might have Ethan Ralph on stream.
Oh no! Oh no! Okay, well, let's see. I'm curious now. You got my attention, sir.
Back George.
I'll have to watch now. I'm gonna have to watch what Ethan Ralph says, because sometimes this man says some crazy shit.
Might have to actually watch that stream
I didn't know
if
he
you
was
have-
coming on.
if you have Ethan Ralph.
You better deliver now, Tony. Hold on, let me see.
Hmm.
Because I saw you scheduled
I hope that
something.
Eric July is leaving YouTube.
Yeah, Eric July did leave YouTube to some extent. Hold on, whoops. I clicked on the song. Trying to click on the channel. Oh yeah, you do have a stream set up. The Tractor Cast. Because I was like, I thought you were streaming. Yeah, Ethan Ralph, that drama and stuff, I'm like, I don't know what was going on there. He tends to like flip-flop and go absolutely berserk, so I have no clue. But will be entertaining to watch to see what he says. Because he's just gonna come on, and he's probably just gonna be screaming about Vito. So, or screaming about something at least. That's my hope at least. But yeah, what else was going on here? What about George? I don't know about George. I heard that Air July did leave, or he says he's taking a break.
Yeah, he's taking a step back or some shit.
Yeah, but then he was still streaming. 3 hours ago on his channel, it says he's streaming. Wait, let's check. Yeah, he's talking with the fucking ape man, the silverback. You know, the silverback, the bald silverback. I don't know what they're talking about. Who knows? Who the fuck knows? The economics of the comic book business, okay. It's like, okay. Alright. Yeah, heel bitch face, yeah. He's looking real bitch face right here. He'll make a quicker comeback. What are you talking about, Aaron? What are you talking about? I'm frozen.
Fuck.
Yeah, Aaron's here. I don't know if Aaron's streaming tonight.
I mean,
I gotta go to bed early. Because I gotta wake up early.
God damn it.
I need to play some more matches here. The missions. I'm kind of like.
I just realized it's past 5. God damn it.
Oh, for you, yeah.
I'm not gonna leave, but I'm just gonna watch something.
Okay, that's
while
alright.
I'm in here.
Eric won't last 2 weeks.
It won't last 2 weeks. I mean, I'm gonna end the stream around 9 because I just want to stream for at least 2 hours. Try to get in some of this stuff. I've been not doing this. Okay, I haven't played Invisible Woman, so you know what? Let's go to the easiest AI. Also, actually, wait, give me a second here. Where's no, there's Venom. Okay. No, proficiency. Ah, shit. I'm still trying to level up Venom. It seems like my stats are stuck. I don't know. We'll continue playing as Venom.
Sorry for being quiet there, man.
Nah, it's alright.
That was a tough boss fight. Holy shit.
God damn.
It's like you know when you fight a boss at like 1 a.m. and it just feels so much harder than it really should do.
Yeah. I've been trying to finish Resident Evil 4. Actually.
Damn, you're still playing that game? Holy shit.
Because I got sidetracked with Marvel Rivals. Now I need like 4 more chapters. I mean, it is a short game, I know that, but I kind of like drag my feet.
It's not as short. It's pretty long. The remake's like
I think it's like 8 hours.
16 hours? It's not 8 hours. There's no way.
Yeah, I still been playing it. I mean, I played on the side. I was also, by the way, I was like gonna say, same before, I was gonna stream Astrobot, and then that was another thing too. I replayed Astrobot. Like I did everything in the game again. Off stream.
Solid, man. It's a great game.
That's also another reason why I'm still playing Resident Evil. But oh my god, my internet connection is just completely fucked right now. I don't know what's going on. So yeah, that was another reason. I mean, Astrobot is a great game. You know, it's addictive. I liked it. I'm a platformer guy, so is it? Here's the thing, though. I think it recently was. It was announced that it had the most amount of awards for a platformer. That's a little bit surprising to me. I mean, that kind of tells me that's a little bit of a bias there because it's a great game. It's 100% deserves to be game of the year, but awarded then like Mario Odyssey? I don't know about that. Oh, fuck, game's glitching out. Mario Odyssey, I feel like is the best platformer in general. Just because the movement of Mario is very it's actually surprisingly deep how crazy you can get with Mario's movements in that game. like very complex movements. Especially when you compare it to Astrobot, who, I mean, yeah, he doesn't have a lot of moves. Shit, I was trying to get out of there.
Not really. I mean, Astrobot's more about gimmicks and power-ups and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, well, Mario Odyssey has the. They don't really have the power-ups. I guess they are power-ups, right? With the hat, you can latch onto different things. But the amount of like trick jumps that you could do, like, I think overall, I would say Mario Odyssey, like, if you're trying to, like, 100% Mario Odyssey, I would say it's a much harder game than Astrobot. Because recently, I think I was saying there was a game that was, like, oh, this was the game. This is the game. So it's another Mario game. The most challenging 3D Mario game is Mario Sunshine. Mario Sunshine is an absolute bitch of a game. And it's only because
Yeah.
it's not designed that way. The game is just fundamentally broken. Like, it has massive issues, and that was the game that I honestly want Nintendo to remake because it's so fucking busted. Like, Mario is way too slippery in that game. It's like you stand on a fucking platform that has like a little bit of a like, what do you call it? Oh man, like a little bit of a curve, let's just say. And you fall off the fucking thing. Like, you just be standing there and he's slipping. And you're like, whoa. Like, he's that slippery in the game. Also, too, like, the camera's busted in that game. It's really, like...
Yeah, I remember the camera being really aggressive in that
Yeah.
game. Like, the slightest movement and you do a fucking 180. You're like, what's going on here?
Yeah, especially with, like, when you're doing the, is it the secret levels, I believe they're called? Those are, like, the hardest levels in the game. And they
You mean
require...
the ones? Yeah.
Yeah, where
Yeah,
you go in the
you're
portal,
talking
they
about
take
one-
away, Flood.
Yeah, those, like, psychedelic kind of levels where
Yeah.
it's, like, paint everywhere and ink. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you're in this, like, it's not like the regular island, right? You're in
Yeah.
this, like, void, and there's all these, like, toys and, like, different, like, blocks and things like that. Like, they're good levels, like, don't get me wrong, they're challenging in terms of it being fun, but you're like, this doesn't need to be this challenging. You know what I mean? Like, where it's like you're slipping and sliding and you can't make certain jumps just because you're like, you have to, like, really wait, or you have to be, like, very precise with your movement, and you're like, damn, this is busted. And there's a couple of levels where the camera, it's like you have to swing back the camera to see where you're jumping up, and you can't do it because the camera's broken. It's actually broken. And so it's like that level, like, I had to even look it up. You have to, like, cheat, like, you have to go around to do it. Like, people had to figure it out. It's, like, really annoying. If the game was, the game just needs to be remade. That's really it. But some dude in the comment section was telling me, how could you say it's a challenging game? It's a Mario game. And it's like, I'm not comparing it to a fucking Souls game or the fucking some other difficult game. I'm talking about as a platformer in comparison to other Mario games. It is difficult. It's a difficult game. Like, it really shouldn't be difficult. It should be fairly easy.
It's hard for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
type of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a busted, buggy ass fucking game, and that's really it. Not because it's designed to be that way. Obviously, like I said, the secret levels are intentionally designed to be a little bit more difficult, but still doesn't need to be that difficult. And the final area, like, to get to Bowser, that was a fucking pain in the ass. Holy shit. Like, you gotta, like, maneuver the boat. Oh my fucking god, holy shit. I wish I could pull up some footage of this so people could see I'm not fucking losing my mind. Like, this shit was annoying as hell. You hit the boat at the side, the shit breaks, and you're in the lava. And you're like, what the hell?
The Switch 2 launches with Mario Kart 9.
If it launches with
Oh,
Mario
that's
Kart
cool.
9,
I don't think
I would
made
have
that
to buy
far
it.
in the game.
yeah, that's the final level. That's like the very
Yeah.
final level in the game.
Because
I get
I
it.
played that game a lot when I was a kid. That was one of the games I grew up with and shit. But I
Yeah.
don't think I really took it that seriously. I kind of just like dicked around at the
Oh.
area.
Oh yeah, like nobody's business, RJ. That shit is broken as hell. I still beat it. There's one thing I didn't do in that game, which is I believe it's the most broken. I believe it's the Pinko machine. There you go. The Pinko machine is broken. Broken. It's so fucking unfair. Unbelievably unfair. Oh my god. I was like, you know what? I can't do this. I was like raging sitting there. Aaron, you might that's not that crazy anymore. That's not that crazy to say Halo's coming on Switch, unfortunately. There's already even a rumor saying that the Halo Master Chief Collection is coming out on Switch 2 this year. So that's not crazy anymore, unfortunately. What else was everybody saying here? Mario Kart's a system seller, yeah. Mario Kart is kind of like, it's just an addictive game. It's like Marvel Rivals, like a game where you could just play in the background, you know, and still have fun. Those are the games I always enjoy, or games that at least are still, because people used to say like Mario Kart wasn't a competitive game, or like it's all rigged and it's like based on luck. No, it's not. Like the people who say that really do suck at Mario Kart. Anybody who says that, don't listen. They suck at the game. Mario Kart.
What, sorry? What was that?
That Mario Kart like is based on luck.
Mario Kart is the Tetris
Wait,
of
what?
racing
What do you
games.
mean?
Like it basically, people say that Mario Kart, you know, it's basically like, you know, a flick of a coin. Like no one knows who's gonna win. It's not true. There is still some level. Yeah, there's people who say that. They're like, if you play Mario Kart, it's you know, it's unfair, like completely unfair, because anybody can win. Again, it's not true. If you know how to drift, if you know how to brake and drift, you will be 100% completing for first place. That's why if you go online, playing online in Mario Kart, like people really do take that shit serious. Same thing with Splatoon. Like Splatoon, that game goes, bro. There's a bunch of tryhards in Splatoon, and they fucking 12-year-olds. Tryhard 12-year-olds in Splatoon, they go fucking nuts. It's a great game though. I don't care what anybody says. Nintendo seems like they got some of the best multiplayer games. It's crazy.
Yeah. No, they do really, really well. I mean, I'd love to play more Splatoon, honestly.
Yeah, it's a great game.
Do you think they'll do a
Elon
fourth
is
one?
mad that Nintendo of America tweeted
Wait, say that again?
tweeting about the Donkey
Do you think they'll do a
Kong
fourth
remaster
Splatoon?
logo.
Yeah, 100% they're gonna do a fourth Splatoon. 100%.
Oh, dope.
That game sells like way too well in yeah, F-Zero 100 was a great game. I don't know if they did that as like an experiment to see.
Sold with the 100 series.
That 100, yeah, yep.
I played Mario Party with friends and I almost raged.
Yeah, my friend, actually, you know what? Funny you say that. Quanzium today, he dropped off Mario Party Jamboree. I don't know where Quanzium and Michelle Obama are. They said they were going to be here. In fact, Michelle Obama, I'll read you what Michelle Obama was saying. He was going fucking absolute ape shit.
The ultimate troll.
He said to Quanzium, he says, "Shut up, I'll slap you. Don't make me catch you in the streets, motherfucker." He's going nuts, and you want to know why he's going nuts? It was all because of this man-child ass. He was getting upset because I texted him while he was playing, believe it or not, this man-child. Geometry Dash. He said, "I lost in Geometry Dash because of your text." What the hell? How the hell is that my fault? And by the way, Geometry Dash, that is a good mobile game. That is a good mobile game.
Yeah, it's one of the better ones, absolutely.
But he's losing his mind. That's the first time. He hasn't texted me in a while. And he's just losing his mind.
He's so pissed, yeah.
Yeah, he's losing his mind. So who knows what where Michelle Obama is right now. Maybe he's in a ditch. I'm just saying. Maybe he's in a ditch.
Last night I played Marvel Rivals with my friends and we won a match of the Iron Fist player from Enemy's team called us the Hard R.
Oh, what the fuck? I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised by that at all. Sideways. Some of these people are sweaty motherfuckers in this game. That's
Well,
why I
they
turned
can
the
say-
chat off.
They can say the hard R, but they can't say Tiananmen Square in the game.
Tiananmen Square. What?
Yeah, anything like anti-Chinese government gets
Oh, it gets censored for real?
yeah, it
Oh
gets censored.
shit! Damn!
If you post the date of Tiananmen Square, that shit gets censored. It doesn't-
Oh my god!
Michelle will go after you.
And I
Michelle,
think if
listen,
you also
Michelle
say
ain't
Winnie
coming
the
after
Pooh,
me.
I think if you say Winnie the Pooh, that also gets censored.
Oh no!
Wait, why?
Yeah, they-
Why does it get censored?
Because that's what they call the. Is it the? It's the president of China, right? Or is it the prime minister of China? I don't even
technically.
fucking know.
I think it
They
is
call him
president.
Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, they call him
Yeah.
Winnie the Pooh. Yeah. Yeah. What else was everybody saying here? I wonder if they'll bring back Star Fox or Switch 2. There's. I'm not sure if you saw
Oh, I
this,
hope
RJ.
so.
There's a rumor going around. Again, rumors, so always take it with a grain of salt. But I thought this was interesting. That this. It's someone who was like recently getting stuff right, and so people are like, maybe this is right, because this person said that Xenoblade X was gonna come to Switch, but this guy says that they're remaking Star Fox Adventures.
Holy shit! Seriously?
That's the rumor, that they're gonna remake
That's not my
Star Fox
favorite one,
Adventures.
man.
I mean, if they do it, I think that would be interesting. You
I
got
fucking
56K
love that
Warner
game.
saying Star Fox is ass, new F-Zero instead. I want a new F-Zero. If it's harder than Mario Kart, I would take a new F-Zero, but then it probably wouldn't sell well. Let's continue playing
I
Venom.
really. I hope that's real, man. I love stuff. That was one of the games I grew up with.
Why remake it and not 64?
Because I remember those two games.
64's been remade like
Yeah.
multiple times now.
Star Fox belongs
I think that's
in the
why. Sorry for cutting you off.
No, I used to play Sunshine a lot, and I used to play Star Fox Adventures.
Yeah,
I used
those
to fuck around on Dinosaur Planet constantly. It was great.
man. I could see them remaking it just because it's not Star Fox 64. People don't hate Adventures though. No, yeah, people don't. Like, I see some people kind of like are mixed on it, but I don't know. Like, the thing is with Star Fox, I feel like every game has just been Star Fox 64. That's why it's like, if you're gonna remake Star Fox 64, it's like, they kind of already did that, and I feel like they're kind of burnt out on it.
No, I mean Adventures is not a well-received game load.
Oh, you mean, yeah. I mean, well, now some people are saying they always liked it. But I don't know. If it's remade, and just because, again, it's a little bit different compared to the other Star Fox games. So I don't know. I just saw that rumor and I thought it was interesting. I've never played Star Fox Adventure. But I was like, oh, I mean, if they're going to choose to remake a Star Fox game that might bring back people, it might as well be that game. So we'll see. I thought it was interesting though. Yeah. There's always a lot of rumors with Nintendo games getting remakes and stuff like that. Personally, at this rate, I mean, the only games like I would really want them to remake is like I feel like the remake that they did for Metroid or Return of Samus, right? That game I feel like should have been on Switch. I don't know why that was on 3DS. So some of these 3DS games I would want a remake of. Like Kid Icarus. You know, that was a blast. Kid Icarus, underrated 3DS game, best multiplayer game. What is Nintendo doing? They're sitting on gold. They're sitting on literal gold. It's a shame people haven't played this game. And it's one of like the rare Nintendo games that was voice acted, that had like a full story. Where's Prime 2 and 3 remasters? That's another thing. I mean, 3, I mean, I'll play it. I'll play 3. I don't know about 3. 2's the one that I would prefer to see. I also do wonder, would they, well, not so much with these remasters, but with Metroid Prime 4, would they have a multiplayer mode? Because that's another thing too. I assume no. But it would be nice if it did. Who's hulking out? Oh shit. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, Nintendo. Listen, I don't care what anybody says. I think Nintendo right now, in terms of games, they're doing extremely well. So if they can continue what they were doing with Switch, but add some more niche games, you know. Yeah, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, like bring all those games, the remasters, some new games, some new. Another thing Nintendo I feel needs to work on is some new IPs. I think we need some, you know, more new mature IPs from Nintendo. I don't know why they kind of just like twiddle their thumbs and don't do anything. In terms of new IPs, I mean Splatoon was really well. I mean ARMS, there was ARMS, but you know ARMS was kind of like a gimmick. It didn't really catch on. Like I want like a full-fledged new game. There's also a rumor too that Nintendo's working on an MMO game. And that was because, well, I mean, I don't think it's a rumor. I think it's pretty much true because they did the test, that test play, the secret test play. If anybody remembers that was like last year. I can't remember when, but people were saying it was an MMO game that they were playing. I don't know if it's what they're playing is something that's going to be released, or if it's like them just testing out like a prototype of a game. But an MMO from Nintendo sounds interesting. It sounds really ambitious.
Nintendo is just waiting for the time to strike while Sony and Microsoft are in a civil war.
I don't even think they're in a civil war anymore, Sideways. I think Sony and Microsoft, I think it's pretty much done. I think right now Sony has officially won the console war, and Microsoft has just moved on, and they're just going to do something else. They're pretty much doing what Nintendo did during the GameCube.
Imagine crying to another man over a notification person Facebooking.
Oh, Quanzium is here. Yeah, he was crying about a notification over a mobile game. Like, if that doesn't scream man-child, I don't know what does. Losing his mind, cussing us off, saying he's going to fight us in the streets. And I'm looking, I'm looking over my shoulder and saying, like, am I going to see Michelle Obama today? Because it happens, believe it or not, that it does happen. I would be walking, minding my own business, and I see Michelle Obama. I'm like, holy shit, there's Michelle Obama. And I would jump him, and he's been in the hospital a couple of times. I've broken some bones. Michelle Obama, he can't get through me. Over a mobile game, yeah. Well, this is the life of Michelle Obama, right? Like, the mind of Michelle Obama. I might have to write that book. Yeah. I don't bully Michelle. I, I don't know, rough him up, beat him up.
Why? Why?
Rough him up, beat him up, maybe assault. I don't know. Like those are minor things, right? Like, the hell, man. Like, come on.
Anything to get away with.
Yeah, easy things to get away with. Blind and broke Quanzium. Yeah, he's just. Well, I mean, Quanzium was a person. Oh no, he was trying to attack me, and then Quanzium got roped up into this. So listen, I haven't seen Michelle Obama in quite some time, though. I don't know, what he was doing over the Christmas vacation. But I'll tell you this, he was not doing anything savory, okay? He was doing some freaky shit. As usual.
Yeah, he was at those freak-offs, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was at the Diddy parties. He was trying to get ignited at the Diddy parties. Ignited with a certain rod. I won't talk about what rod this was, but it was a long, thick, potentially black rod. I don't make the rules here. I never, this is not a manufactured story that I'm making up here. It's all reality. It's all reality, okay? Let's get these bots, man. These motherfucking bots. I'm playing so poorly just because it's almost like I'm not even really playing the game. I don't even know how I'm at 15 kills. I have like the lowest amount of kills. 3 deaths. One guy has 31 kills as Loki. 33 kills as Moon Knight. These guys are just standing there at the spawn point, killing them. Stop describing in such detail. Oh no.
Red is getting Diddy riled.
He's getting percolated. He's getting the spidey senses. He's talking about you, Red. He said, "Who's Red?" Oh man. Oh man. What is something?
Switch to reveal announcement in 4 minutes or
Can't believe it.
4 minutes. RJ's counting down. He's like 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Listen, I would probably wait for tomorrow. I don't think it's coming.
Red versus
They're not
Blue.
fucking announcing anything after 5 p.m. They're not.
Yeah, what time is it in Japan right now?
They're
10 a.m.
17 hours ahead.
Yeah, 10 a.m.
Yeah, they would have already announced something.
I mean, unless it's at what, noon their time?
It's morning.
It's morning. Yeah, it's morning in Japan. So
Nah.
probably not. Probably not. Launch lineup of Switch. What is this? I mean, Assassin's Creed Shadows. I don't care about Assassin's Creed Shadows. I don't care about Assassin's Creed. There's a rumor now saying that they're releasing the Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake this year too.
Oh boy.
Yeah, the only reason why they're remaking Black Flag is because they got the ship fighting mechanics from that other game they released last year, Skull and Bones.
Skull and
I think.
Bones, yeah.
Yeah, they spent so much money on making that game that they thought might as well just use the mechanics for a remake of Black Flag. That's the only reason they're remaking Black Flag.
Oh man, Ubisoft. I mean, I'm still hoping that this is the year when Ubisoft goes out of business, because the CEOs of Ubisoft, they are absolute fucking clowns. Like, why aren't they removed from the company? Like, I was just thinking, you know what, Ubisoft is just a stupid company in general. Like, they hire new CEOs and nothing works out. No, it's the guy's been in charge since what, 2008? It's a family company. And you're like, oh, now this makes way more sense. It's like they're burning their own fucking company to the ground. Like, it's absolutely insane. And I'm like, now this all makes sense. Like, their business model before with all the tie-in games, and then they found, their holy trinity with fucking Assassin's Creed, Tom Clancy, and what was the other one? What's another? Oh, Far Cry. There we go. Right.
Ubisoft is a hard company.
They are a bizarre company.
Ubisoft gave us Division 1 and 2.
I've
It's
never
so
even played
sad.
Division 1 and 2.
It's so sad what's happened. Oh my god.
Yeah.
They
Well,
pulled
it's-
the plug on X Defiant.
Yeah, they did. By the way, did anybody see that after they said X Defiant was closed, that they announced skins for it, like Assassin's Creed skins? And it's like, wait a minute, why would I buy skins for a game that's you already announced is dead, and you're like refunding people? It was so strange. It was like, what? Like, oh, man, Ubisoft is like such a fucking yeah. It's just an odd company. Holy shit.
Yeah, Skull
Can I
and
get-
Bones would have been the biggest flop last year if it wasn't for Concord.
Yeah, Concord. I mean, Star Wars Outlaws, and they were saying Star Wars Outlaws was selling so poorly that it was getting beaten in sales by Star Wars Survivor. Jedi Survivor. So a game that came out a year and like what, 7 months?
Almost 2 years.
Yeah, is getting beaten out by a brand new Star Wars game. Like, jeez. I mean, I wouldn't mind playing that game, but from the sounds of it, it sounds like they're still fucking making the game. They're patching the game with like changing mechanics in the game and shit. Well, we're cooked, yeah. I didn't think anything was going on with Nintendo. For Honor? What happened to For Honor? What is 56K Warning saying? The underrated looter shooter? For Honor? Came out in 2017 and still gets updates. Crazy. That's insane. I didn't even know that. I thought they stopped supporting For Honor. Yeah, we're cooked. Nintendo. If Nintendo makes an announcement, it'll be for like something absolutely fucking insane. Like people will be bashing their heads against the wall. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was the Netflix show. Yeah, I remember that. Didn't that come out like what? Not this year, last year? Or was it 2023? When did that come out?
Nintendo announces Michelle Obama buys Nintendo.
Anyway, guys,
Oh yeah. Oh, alright, boss fighter.
See ya.
Peace, man. Thanks for stopping by, though.
The doctor thought Michelle went to the hospital for his hairline.
Yeah, peace.
See ya.
The doctor thought Michelle went to the hospital for his hairline. I don't think you should be making those kind of jokes, Quasium. I don't think you should be making those types of jokes, man. You don't want to get exposed here for the LeBron hairline that you have.
Oh, that's mean.
I've said that joke to him for years. For years. Was it, they'll announce it at 9 p.m.? No way. No way. That's just straight, I'm sorry, it's just straight copium now. No. Dying to the bots. Is he LeBron? No, but he's got the LeBron haircut. Let's just put it that way. He's got the LeBron hairline. You don't want to have that LeBron hairline, unfortunately. What else was there? Oh yeah, should I disclose my controversial opinion about Creature Commandos? My controversial, highly
Yes.
I was disappointed in the ending of the show. Like I feel like the show needed like 2 more episodes. Cuz it's like, I wouldn't say it's a bad show. It's not a bad show. That's crazy to say. But am I the only one who was like confused that they had this entire mystery for it to just be that simple, and like the way the twist happened, it was just kind of like explained away. So now I was, after the last episode, I kind of was just like, in other words, the show is just kind of there to set up the characters. But at the same time, I was kind of like invested in the mystery of like why the princess was gonna go to war with everybody. And I wasn't expecting, I'm not saying, oh, I'm expecting it to be like, oh, this is gonna carry on to something else. No. I'm saying I thought it would have been a little bit more like something that would have either continued on in another season or been wrapped up a little bit more, like, oh, hey, here's an actual twist that we didn't see coming. Like, it was just kind of weird that the princess hired Clayface to disguise as the professor, and so, but then it turned out, you know, like, because it was like a twist, and then they were like, oh no, she's not evil, and then at the last moment they're like, no, she is evil, and you're like, oh, I mean, did we really need that? Did we need the double take? I don't know. I wasn't. The ending kind of was like left me like, I wish it was just a couple more episodes. I need a couple more episodes, and on top of that too, what happened to Rick Flag? He just kind of like 2 episodes he disappeared. Yeah, that part, like where they wrap up the entire mystery, that's why I didn't like the show, because I was like really invested into the mystery, because I'm like, the characters are cool, I like the backstory, even though I feel like toward the ending you're like, you start to see the backstories are very similar. Like, in other words, a lot of these people, except for the bride, they never really maybe I'm misremembering, but someone can correct me, but did they explain why the bride was in prison? I don't remember that being in like the episode where they explain her backstory. Maybe I'm just like blanking on it, but everybody else, they kind of like explain, well, okay, yeah, they're all kind of like criminals, right? But like the bride was like on the run for like, you know, hundreds of years, right? So it's like, maybe I'm just misremembering. I could be just remembering how she got into prison, but and then the Frankenstein too. Like, Frankenstein as a character was, he was funny, but then it's like, oh, he didn't really lead to anything. It was sort of like they shoot him and then, you know, that was it. There was not even like a major confrontation with her and the bride. You know what I mean? Like,
some stuff open for a second season, I imagine.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of hoping, that it's like, okay, we are leaving this up in the air because there's a second season, and I'm glad that there is a second season. It's not like, oh, that's it, and we don't know if there's gonna be a second season. But like, another thing is, like, you can kind of tell that this was supposed to be in the DCEU, and they like James Gunn probably rewrote some parts or added this mystery, just so it's like, oh, we could see the DC U characters and not the DCEU characters, right? So regardless, I like the characters and stuff. I would watch the second season, but that's why I was saying, if I had to rank the 3 comic book shows that we got last year, animation wise, well, obviously at the bottom I would put What If, because I didn't even finish What If. Then I would put Creature Commandos, then I would put Batman Cape Crusader, and then I would put X-Men 97. Like, that's how I would rank it. Because like, I liked Batman Cape Crusader. I thought they did a lot of interesting stuff with it. I would say that too. I think a binge watch for Creature Commandos, if it's gonna be 7 episode, binge watch. If they add like, if it's 10 episodes and it's weekly, I'd be like, okay, fine. What if Ass was Sperm Man? What the fuck? Sideways? What are you typing in the chat? What sideways?
Bruh.
Bro, what?
No Diddy,
no Diddy on that one. Pause. What? It's not even appearing in the chat, what you just said. For me, I don't know what's going on there. Look how many freaking...
He deleted it.
No way.
Oh, no, never mind. No.
It's still there.
It's on all messages. Never mind.
Says, what I mean is, Marvel What If was ass cheeks. Yeah, it was ass cheeks. It was ass cheeks. Corn parody. The corn parody of What If. Listen, I was not looking forward to hearing about Darcy or whatever her name is and Howard the Duck hooking up and having a child. I don't think that was necessary at all. That was just weird. Actually, let me back out of here. It was just bizarre. Oh, we're on 3. Okay, never mind. I thought I was only on like 2 or something. I'm not even really doing the missions or anything. I'm just trying to really rank up Venom. That's really it. The next one I'll probably go into a quick match or something and play with real people. I see it. Yeah. Wait, and I also got only 20 more minutes until I have to go.
The fact that there was an episode of Howard the Duck and Darcy protecting an egg and somehow fans liked it and defended that episode on Twitter.
No way. People defended it on Twitter? I thought people were all hating on it. What?
Yeah, some of them were defending it.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's... I mean, it's just weird. And also, too, it's like the history of Howard the Duck having sex with people is just odd at this point. Like, I don't know what's going on with that. But, yeah, that was just weird. Yeah, they defended it. Oh, I didn't even know. Wow. Okay, I'm shocked. I'm actually shocked. Wow. Okay. I mean, yeah, I couldn't finish What If. It was just so, like, again, it was one of those shows where it's like it could have been great. It had What If as a premise is just really cool. You could do a ton of different things. And the fact that at the ending of the show they had the fucking balls to show us all those characters. I want to listen tomorrow. If nothing happens tomorrow in the morning, I would say yes. I think some people we can't trust anymore. I'm already skeptical of this. I'm not even thinking this is going to happen. I was already in that camp because these people have been saying stuff and never happens. I mean, remember, like, I think it was PH. Oh, I think they will put Marvel Rivals on Switch too, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, if it doesn't come to Switch too, that would be insane. But, like, some of these people, like, okay, PH Brazil, this guy had a good track record. At the ending of October, he was saying we're going to get the Switch 2 reveal. Never happened. It never happened. So it's like some of these people, I feel like they may have been right in the past, but doesn't mean they're going to be right in the future. Because sometimes they use their clout to be like, hey, look, guys, it's real. Trust me, guys. Oh, shit, I'm going to die here. Oh, shit, fuck. Ah, right when Loki, I didn't see him do that. But Loki put down his things, and I backed out. Oh, yeah, because I thought it was the enemy who did that. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, Switch 2. First season was good. First season of What If was okay. Yeah, that was alright.
Making a prediction right here now. We will get a Witch 2 reveal.
A witch?
Been saying that.
A Witch 2 reveal? What the hell is a Witch 2?
Yeah, a witch.
Nah, I'm joking. Yeah, I guarantee the Switch 2 is going to be revealed. It's going to happen, guys.
It's not getting revealed.
I never said when, but it's going to get revealed within, like, now and the end of the year. Or, like, the end of, like, 2030. It's like, okay, buddy. Can we,
And it for sure is not coming out in March.
No, it's not coming out in March.
My entire life savings so far.
Well, who wants to take him up on that? I'm not going to do it, because I have bad luck.
It's not coming out in March.
It would be funny if it did and you said this. It's like, now, for me, I have to be careful. I start betting people, and then, like, crazy shit happens. Maybe, I think Nintendo has done that once. With, there was, like, a rumor that there was going to be a Star Fox game, and it was all bullshit, and it was actually made up by Nintendo to catch leakers. So, like, the people who reported on it, they looked really stupid. So that was funny. That was, like, I believe, beginning of the Switch, like 2017. It's an old rumor now. Well, that was funny, though. Like, companies busting. And Marvel should do that, actually. I don't think Marvel's ever done that. Like, they should get a bunch of, like, put out, like, a really credible, like, obscure, rumor, and, like, catch people like My Time to Shine. That would be so funny. I would be on the fucking ground, especially if they put out, like, a press release saying we did this and it was bullshit. Oh my god, like, you couldn't show back up again on the internet after that. Like, that's it. It's over. You got clowned. Busted. But apparently Marvel doesn't. It's weird. With the amount of bullshit that is being spread about Marvel in terms of, what's that account? Marvel Updates, Marvel News, like, whatever rumor gets posted.
Nate the hated channel gets so much crap if there's nothing tomorrow, lol.
Yeah, I mean, if you notice RJ too, the way I believe it was Jeff Grubbs. Jeff Grubbs said he said January 16th/17, and then he said it could be on the 17th because of a time difference. So they don't fucking know. They don't fucking know. If that's the case, it's we're not gonna see until the end of Friday. That's where I'm going to say, listen, you know, I'm going to extend some charitability to these people. But if Friday comes and goes and there's nothing, like, people got to stop believing them. But it's never, that's the thing, it's never going to happen, because the thing is, people like talking about rumors. I like talking about rumors. Stupid fucking Star-Lord. But I like talking about rumors. But, like, I just don't give them any credibility anymore. It's just like, oh, this was something that was said, right? If it's a leak in terms of, like, a hard evidence leak, sure. But if it's a rumor that people are like Jeff Grubbs. Like, Jeff Grubbs now, I think he just says a ton of things. And it's like, who knows if it's true or not? No one really knows. It's just really there to have a conversation, and that's really it. Like, speculate. That's what rumors has become now. Like, because it's gotten really bad with these scoopers. Like, again, My Time to Shine. These people hyping up things that never actually happen. Can I get, like... Damn, not even the fucking clones are gonna heal me. Thank you. Ah, glitched up there. Fuck. Gotta back out. Oh, is that Wolverine? Oh, by the way, Ultimate Wolverine came out today. I haven't read it yet. I'll probably read it after the stream. But I heard it's gonna be controversial. I have a great rumor. What's that rumor? Ultimate.
The fake rumor that he came up with.
I had a fake rumor I was telling Aaron about. I don't think I can release it because now I've exposed myself way too much. Saying Patterson's gonna be in the DCU and doubling down. So that rumor, and people not really believing it.
When I posted my what if ideas on Twitter, XDX997 fired sure no replay to my post.
Oh, he reposted your post? Oh shit. Oh yeah, cuz he was talking about how bad it was. Maybe 15. Yeah, he was talking about how bad it was on, was it Twitter or Threads? He was making fun of it. He was like, this is like really bad writing, and it's like, bruh. I mean, yeah, it is. He's right. Well, I don't know. I am. This is another show that I do want to see, the Marvel Zombies. I hope that is good. Because that was like the only good episode from What If was the What If Zombies. And could you imagine two Marvel zombie skins in this game? Like, come on, that's gonna sell like crazy, bro.
Yeah, that would.
That would, especially if they had a mode 2 in it, like a horde mode. Holy shit! There's a ton, man. This game is gonna be making a shit ton of money. So much fucking money, unbelievable. Okay, I see the rumor Aaron is trying to spread here. He's trying to spread some bullshit rumor here. Oh man.
Fucking invite me to Discord if you want me to see it.
It's a private thing. Like private, you know how you, I've seen it. Do you want me to say what it is? He's gonna spread. But you gotta post it on you gotta like put it, you gotta put it and make it seem real. Oh shit. Okay, I got 10 minutes left, and then we're gonna have to wrap it up here. What is this? Let's see what happens here. Oh yeah, by the way, when the thing comes out, I'm gonna be insta-locking the thing. When he drops. I think he's coming out February, late February maybe. Because nobody in this game wants to play Vanguard. Um, I mean, people complain about not playing as healers, but I see most people not playing as Vanguards.
So the thing isn't playable yet?
No, they released their model is like they're going to release 2 characters, or well, this is only for the first season. The first 2 characters at the start of a season, and then at the ending or like halfway through, they're going to release the other 2. And then a normal season will have 2 characters, so 1 character at the start of the season, and then 1 at the halfway point or ending. Which is pretty good. I mean, that's a lot of characters within a year. If they're like 3 months, 3 months is 1 season. So, yeah, and if they keep adding modes, I mean, hey man, like the game will probably last for quite some time. Can I get these guys? Shit. There we go. Possibly. I mean, because they were leaked, right? But it would be nice if it was Daredevil. But I don't think that's going to happen. Because the new season, I believe, starts in March, so it would be nice if it was Daredevil, but Daredevil didn't leak. So, you know, there's no reason to believe he would be in the game. They're probably going to save him.
Would be cool.
Yeah, Blade and Daredevil. Together, that would be nice. But it seems like it is going to be Blade and Ultron. Oh shit, I died. Damn, that one guy got like 12 kills. Fucking Punisher. They probably are going to have like a Punisher skin now that I think about it for Daredevil. Some Netflix. A Netflix skin or something. I do like that they actually design the skin in a way to look like the characters from the movie. So the face model is different, which is nice. I think all of them. Yeah, they're probably going to be duelists for sure. Bullseye would be a cool character to add. And Kingpin, I'm sure they're eventually going to add Kingpin. He would be a Vanguard. It would be an interesting idea. I don't know how that would work. I don't know like what his moveset would be, but
he would have a cane, and then that would be his range ability. Then he'd probably have another ability with it.
Oh, the trailer comes out. The rumor that you have?
He shoots lasers out of his cane, right? If I remember correctly.
With the little gem thing on top of it?
I think. I know it is with his cane. I could have sworn he did somewhere. Unless I'm misremembering.
Yeah, I have to look that up because yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because there's just, I mean, yeah, there's a ton of characters that they can have. And the thing is, it's kind of funny how yeah, even like characters who are gonna not be like super popular, I'm sure people will still play just because they're new characters at the time, and the design is probably gonna look pretty cool. Like the only character I would say doesn't have a great design in this game is Captain America. I don't like Captain America's design, and he hasn't had good skins too. This is kind of a shame.
He doesn't
Shit.
even have a single MCU skin, huh?
No, there's some characters who are in the MCU who don't have MCU skins right now. Doctor Strange is another character, but his was leaked. It's gonna be the zombie skin. So that's probably the zombie skin from Multiverse of Madness. Who's another character? Hulk doesn't have one either. Oh shit, I'm gonna die. Shit.
I watched a video on cancelled Daredevil projects, and Daredevil season 4 was gonna have the Owl and Typhoid Mary, and was gonna plans for C.
The Owl? Didn't we already see the Owl in season 1 of Daredevil though? I thought he died. I have to go back and look. But yeah, Mary Typhoon, yeah, she was in Jessica Jones. That would have been interesting to see. I mean, it would have been nice too to have the Purple Man go up against Daredevil. But they never, you know, they weren't really like that interconnected, to be honest. I also feel like with Daredevil now being more in the MCU, I think we need to at least do like, you know, Avengers Disassemble, where the Avengers go up against the Hand or something like that. Oh, the Sun was going to be the Owl. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, okay. I'm actually going to rewatch Daredevil season 1 and 3, or to 3. Though I don't like season 2. I think season 2 is kind of rushed. Like, I always had this theory that Bullseye was supposed to be in season 2, because the whole like plot of like the Punisher being on trial for like killings that he didn't do, it's like it's kind of weird that like it's like the hints that they were setting up of who was the actual killer, and then when it's revealed, it's like, no, it was his like old general that he used to be under and during Vietnam or whatever. Not Vietnam, because it's modern day Afghanistan. Yeah. Yeah, it's just like the plot of it just was like kind of weird. It's like, okay, you're building up to all this stuff and it's supposed to be similar killings as the Punisher, but it's like they never show it. That was another thing too. And on top of that too, in the comics, or at least in the Punisher Max comic, yeah, I mean, all of it was rushed. All the plot line was rushed, in my opinion. But in Punisher Max, Bullseye tries to recreate the Punisher, and he tried to like kill all these different families and stuff. And so the Bullseye was kind of like, there was like a connection there with Punisher. So it was a little bit weird where it's like, I don't know. I just didn't. It's like, oh, it was the general who we barely saw in the show. I can't even remember. Was the general? No, it wasn't Clancy Brown who played the general. I don't remember. I felt like it was Clancy Brown, but it probably wasn't.
I think it was.
I think it was.
I think that's his name.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. Season 2, in my opinion, was not very good. And you know, it was crazy. I remember like I was like hyped. I was so unbelievably hyped for season 2. I was like staying up 3 o'clock in the morning waiting for that. That was like the first time I ever did that. And I watched it. Like I binge watched like 4 episodes. Like I think I binge watched the entire show within a day. Like by time like it was 3 o'clock that next morning, I already finished the show. And I remember this because I actually got banned from the Marvel Studios subreddit because I posted a question and I put a spoiler tag on it, right? Like I put a spoiler tag so you couldn't see what it was, and I said, um, based on what happens in Daredevil season 3, spoiler, do you think they're never gonna do this? I never said what this was. I never said what it was, but they banned me for that, and the mod said it wasn't because I violated the rules. It was because he clicked it and he himself didn't want to get spoiled, and so he's banning me for that because he had to click on it. And it was like, what? It's like, dude, I followed the rules. It has a spoiler tag. I was vague in the title. The show is already out. People can watch it. I binge watched it. Yeah, I know people aren't going to do that. But, you know, like, why am I getting... Like, that's a stupid reason to get fucking banned. And so that's why I never went back on that subreddit, because it was full of damn dick riders. Full of damn guzzling dick riders. And
Yeah.
I hated that fucking dude. I was so fucking pissed too. And I was like, dude, like, you're gonna fucking ban me because you're a mod. You have to, I mean, first off, one, you don't even need to fucking click on it because I didn't violate the fucking rules, right? Whoever,
Blinded for making people work.
yeah, you know, like, the dude could have just fucking ignored it. It's like, it didn't violate the rules, nothing, and you're just banning me because you personally was spoiled. You didn't even need to spoil it for yourself, but because you clicked on it by accident, or that you needed to, whatever the fucking reason was, and now you're banning me for it. It was like, dude, what the fuck, man? So I never went back on that subreddit, and I've heard that subreddit is like notorious for like the most cocksucking Marvel fans you'll ever find. Like if you criticize one thing in the MCU, they will ban you. You know, like people were saying they didn't like Captain Marvel, they were getting banned. Minor things too. Yeah, you do want. Yeah, I had to click on it. Yeah. I don't know what the reason was. Like, it was like I had to click on it. It was by accident. I don't know. Like, it was just all over the place. And then ban. I'm banned. Says somewhat happened to me on the MonsterVerse subreddit where I said they should do a spin-off, and they messaged me that I was not following the rules. Yeah, some subreddits are like weird with their rules, and like right now. It's so funny, right? The DCU subreddit, over the Christmas break, everybody's been bombarded them with a post of Robert Pattinson should be in the DCU, right? So, they banned talking about Robert Pattinson and David Cornsweet in the title. So if you have a title that has Robert Pattinson and David Cornsweet as your post, you're gonna get banned. That's how much they were pissed off. They were so pissed off with people saying, "Hey, Robert Pattinson should be in the DCU." Like, and like people were doing like fan art too. People were like, "Hey, this is my fan art." And like they were losing their minds. Like you see in the comments, people are like, "I'm so fucking sick and tired of telling people that Robert Pattinson is not in the DCU." It's so fucking funny. And they were like losing their fucking minds. It's like holy shit, man. Oh my god. And I think when Matt Reeves said you know, that door is open, people I was saying the exact same thing, right? That his comment is more open to interpretation than it's ever been before. If he's saying that it's possible, then it's possible. It's not like it's impossible like people were making it seem like before. And so people in the subreddit were pointing that out. People were saying, "Hey, this is like, you know, there might actually be a possibility," right? And so everybody just fucking lost their minds. The mods lost their minds. They fucking just was like deleting comments. It was just like insane. It's just like, man, like all because you don't want Robert Pattinson in the DCU. It's like, give me a fucking break, man. Give me a fucking break. I still don't really understand personally, like, why people get so hooked up on that. Like the whole like, oh, it wouldn't even make sense. It's like, buddy, like Batman there's like tons of dark Batman stories. There's tons of stories where like terrible things are happening. It's supposed to be a grounded story, and yet here's Superman. You know, like, it's not that big of a deal. And on top of that too, we don't even expect Superman to even appear in a Batman movie. Could be possible, could happen. But I don't know. I just thought it's funny. Like, the Reddit is always full of people who just have like, it's like minor fucking nitpicks of things, and they go to like the most extreme. Oh, can I get rid of this fucking... Ah, they got me. Go to like the most extreme. It's really funny. It's funny, I just have the DCU subreddit open in another tab. It's fucking funny. Everybody's losing their fucking minds. What's the box office subreddit saying? Overtime? Oh, they probably won. I'm not even looking at where I'm going. I'm just fucking going. We won anyway. I mean, we're going up against bots, I believe. Oh shit, they're still going. What the fuck? Yeah, okay. Well, it's past 9 o'clock, so I'm gonna end it here, guys. Oh, look at this. Hold on. Wait. 30 minutes ago, Nate the Hate shares how Switch 2 trailer could be shadow dropped tomorrow. It says it's still and it's still staying true to his word. Oh my fucking god, bro. Tomorrow, yeah, r/tomorrow. Says that's a possibility. I don't think one could dismiss that as an outcome. And then it says yeah, before we close this, this is fucking... Oh my god, buddy, give it up. Yeah, so yeah, so this is a couple days ago. Then someone an hour ago replies, "You're on thin hecking ice." I don't know what they mean by hecking ice, but you're on thin hecking ice. And then he replies with a picture of a dude lying down, you know, like with his arms over his head, you know, enjoying the sun. And then implying, you know, like he's still in the right. And then someone says, "Are they going to shadow drop it?" And then he says, "That's a possibility. I don't think," as I was saying before. Then someone says, "Backpedaling has begun." And then he says, "How is a shadow drop backpedaling? Tomorrow they're gonna say they delayed it." Laugh my fucking ass off. By the way, okay. I mean, shadow dropping it tomorrow still means that it's coming out tomorrow, like he was saying, but shadow drop it. This is the difference, right? He said they were going to announce an announcement today, that they were going to announce it tomorrow. So now it's turned into a shadow drop. So that's the difference, right? It's not that a shadow drop is a backtrack, because you're making it seem like you still imply it's coming tomorrow. That's not the problem, though. The problem is you said we're going to get something today and tomorrow. That's the difference. So again, this is why I say some of these people, it's like, listen, if it shows up tomorrow, okay, he's right, but if he wants to double down, double the fuck down, because Friday I will be roasting Nate the Hate. Some of these people never fucking learn, man. They never fucking learn. If you want to double down, okay? Double down. And we will see. We will see if you're right or not. If you're right, I'll admit I was wrong. Hey, Nate the Hate, he's got a massive cog. We should all believe his fucking rumors, okay? But I don't believe this is gonna fucking happen. Nate the Hate is gonna hide in a bunker based on how crazy the Switch 2 subreddit fans can be. Yeah, bait the hate. Yeah, he's bait bait the hate. It would be really funny if Nintendo moved things to the 17 to mess with the leakers. Well, Jeff Grubbs is already saying it's 16/17. Would be extremely weird to do that. Why would you shadow drop the reveal of your next console? It makes no business sense. At the same time, not one person backed down from it being a possibility. Either it's still happening or Nintendo fed them bad info. Weird that or Mario's peeking out of a curtain. When was that? Did they post that? I don't even know. Thought that was bullshit. I thought that was just some old image. A handful of known leakers corroborated this. So what happens if they don't drop it tomorrow? Do we just knock half of the leakers on here down a tier? Yeah, you probably should drop. All of them should get dropped down a tier for lying about the Switch 2. So we'll see. We'll see if tomorrow I'll make a post saying, "Hey, I eat crow" or whatever. But if there isn't, I'll be gloating and celebrating, and we will be using the term "thanks to Sideways bait the hate." Yeah, grifting at crumbs. The crumbs for the grifters. They got that fucking cookie crumbs all over their face. Just trying to get the fucking cookie crumbs. All right, guys, I'm gonna end the stream. Thanks to everybody who showed up. RJ, Aaron, 56K Warning. Thanks, Red, and the Boss Fighter for coming in the call. Anthony, Sideways, Quanzium showed up. I appreciate you guys. On Friday, I was going to say tomorrow, Friday, 7 o'clock again. That's going to be the regular time. But this time, I might do it in StreamYards. So we'll see. But anyway, guys, peace.
All right, 56K, you better not be in those Diddy parties anymore.